Throughout the years, CERT has been blessed with many members bringing new knowledge to the team. Our seniors will be graduating from CERT in high school. We decide to make this gift for our seniors to take them with them after they graduate. We asked them 5 COSTERS higher level questions to reflect on their time at CERT. Let's start this off by asking, how are you planning to use your skills that you learned here after you graduate?
After I graduate from high school, I'll be going up to Oregon State University, where I'll be majoring in mechanical engineering. And of course, I learned basically all I know about mechanical engineering from CERT, from the robotics team. Before I joined, I really had no idea what I wanted to do, but the skills and design and physically building I picked up here really prepared me for that. And they've already been helping me out getting internships and summer jobs and things like that.
The skills that I think I really learned and I took away from the team aren't necessarily like hands-on technical skills in electrical or mechanical or otherwise, but it's really learning how to communicate effectively, and clearly with the team, both on matters that are personal and that have to do with the team as a whole.
After I graduate, I think I plan on going into engineering, and I think the skills I learned here will be extremely useful, not only just as exposure to engineering, but more importantly, the teamwork. And yeah, working with all the people here has been hugely impactful to me. I basically didn't do anything with groups before this, and yeah, I definitely had learned a lot.
Team behind the white line, we're gonna kick this off in 3, 2, 1, go! Split there at the top. The Lions with the sleeper here. Advantage as drivers now take control. 34-30 in the last 4 minutes wearing blue. They are putting on a show out the field as well for us.
If you could go back in time, what would you tell yourself when you were joining CERT?
If I could go back in time to when I was first joining CERT, I would probably say to myself, just to enjoy it. The people you will meet in CERT will be your best friends for the next 4 years. So really just talk to them, get to know them, appreciate them for all their skills that they're bringing, or that they'll bring to the team, and have fun with them.
What would I tell myself if I were to go back in time and join CERT all over again? I think I'd tell myself to really get involved in the team and to not be afraid to just stick my nose in a project and be like, hey, I want to learn what's going on here. I want to learn how to do what you do. And I did that to some extent with electrical. I followed Greta around like a little duckling. But there were other projects like volunteer ones and just creative hands-on projects that I didn't join, very early on. But I did get involved in them later, and I really enjoyed what I did. And for anyone who's hesitant about, continuing with the team, I say go to a competition, something like Girls Gen or one of the other off-season competitions. They're so much fun, they're much lower stress, and you really get to just experience things as a team with other members to support you.
I could go back in time to when I was joining CERT. I honestly don't know that there would be too much more that I would change. I think the main thing would be I would just want to try and learn even more, mostly about the other sub-teams. I sort of started to step into that this year, but I really just focused on mechanical my freshman year. I think that was a bit of a mistake because I would run out of things to do once the robot got built. Yeah, I think it would have been very beneficial to learn some other things, especially coding, because I'm really not very good at that. And that's meant I haven't really felt like I can do some interesting projects I thought of.
If I could go back in time and tell myself one thing about robotics, I would probably say chill out, it'll be fun, and also try out for drive team. That's a big one.
Turn 360 on the high potential autonomous run. 362 in the air, was successful. Again, for the Blue Lions, just lays.
The great thing about CERT is that there's hardly any, the great thing about CERT is that all the conflicts we face are really focused on engineering and the task at hand. There's hardly any conflicts over any personal conflict because we all just kind of generally like each other, and that's really what's great about CERT. One of the conflicts I faced this year was when I was pitching a climber design for a climber that would basically monkey bar the robot up 3 ascending bars, and that's not an easy task, and I had to get everybody on the team on board with it, which practically nobody was at the beginning. But because the whole team looks out for each other and we all believe that we can do great things, with enough persistence and design work beforehand, I eventually convinced people that yes, this was a feasible thing we could do. And that was really encouraging, hearing that my team was agreeing with me, listening to me, and following what the design said was possible, not just sticking with their gut instincts.
Third place, number 2530 will two cars from 3674 also. 4512 is 92.
There are plenty of conflicts to be had at robotics. A lot of it has to do with it being a big team, and everyone has big ideas. From how the robot should be designed to what functions it should perform, and those got resolved by working together. And we have a certain structure for that. There's a reason we vote on things, and we have long discussions about how things should be done and what our ideas are, so everyone's voice can be heard, and that we can make informed decisions that everyone has a say in.
Conflicts. Most of the conflicts that I faced have been probably this year just mostly between electrical and mechanical, and a lot of that was resolved by trying to find some other way to fulfill a need and figure out some option other than the option that screws over mechanical and the option that screws over electrical. Just trying to find something that we can both be happy with.
I think one of the main conflicts that I faced was just not being very socially competent. And I just remember all the senior leads or all the team leads were just really friendly and kind of found what I was interested in, let me do that stuff, really helped me feel welcomed here.
How is your time in CERT connected to time outside of CERT?
Even though CERT has taught me most of the engineering, because it's my passion, it's really shaped everything outside of what I do here at the robotics team as well. Over the pandemic, when we weren't able to meet, I used the skills that I learned here in my first 2 years at CERT to do my own robot design and build those at home. A little animatronic opossum. I did a little styrofoam head on a robot that would self-balancingly drive around, and other just little projects like that CERT sparked the interest in me to do.
My time in CERT is connected to my time outside of CERT, really in the relationships I made. I'd say all of the people I know and love best I met here at CERT, and I spent a lot of time with them outside of robotics, doing things like D&D, going to reptile expos, that sort of thing. So really, what I've been saying and what everything has come down to with CERT for me isn't so much just building the robot and working on it, but working together as a team and meeting really awesome people here who are some of my best friends now.
My time inside CERT was pretty important to my time outside CERT. Generally, I didn't spend all that much time outside of CERT when I could. And I think just having a group of people to support me through some things that I've been through, and I came into South with no friends. I had one close friend, and now in the first couple of weeks, I got invited at lunch to join the group of a bunch of robotics kids that were eating lunch together out in the courtyard, and I think that was extremely important to me, just to have people to talk to. I was just sitting on my own before that. And yeah, that group has kind of shrunk over time, which is sad. But I think, yeah, that was extremely important to me.
CERT has impacted my life outside of the team by just making me really interested in engineering. CERT is kind of the reason why I have decided to pursue engineering as my career. Just did a really good job in making me interested in that stuff.
Now let's end this off by asking, what makes CERT work?
Really what makes CERT work is the fact that it's all kind of student run. We have mentors here, experienced engineers, but they're more for backup support and to answer our questions. They're not doing any of the design work themselves, but they're helping us through it and letting us make our own discoveries. That sort of being on your own with support if you need it really allows us to work together as a team, work together with our fellow high school students, and that really lets it run at an astounding efficiency. That's what makes CERT work.
What really makes CERT work is the fact that we're a student-led team. Our mentors are here to support us. They're here to help us out and get the big things done in the world, like insurance, getting us hotels and food. But robotics and the robot and the team function, because of all the students here and all of the new young members we have that are learning new skills, bringing great new ideas. And that's just going to continue happening because that's the environment that we've decided to build here. And I think it's amazing for everyone that participates and everyone who gets that opportunity.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Awesome. Special thanks to the seniors and mentors who helped make this video happen. And due to time constraints, we couldn't get 2 seniors spend certain time in the video, but let's just assume luck for what's coming next for them. If anything in this video caught your attention, consider leaving a like and sharing this video. CERT is open for anyone, and we will gladly welcome you to our team if you're interested in joining. Until then, let's say goodbye to our seniors.
Sound check from back here. Luke, you want to say something?
Sound check from Luke Dassendale.
Awesome.
Building those relationships, and the fact that we're a student-led team, I think that's extremely important. Well, not all teams are student-led. Not all teams let students be involved as the ones on CERT are. Do you want to redo that last one?
Hi, I'm Torin. I am a senior member, I guess. Not a lead or anything. I do mechanical stuff.
I would do the monkey barring up the bars for challenge. Okay, I'm gonna retake that sentence.